everyone, my name is Thalia and I'll be talking about my first impressions of the spring season part 2. So I'm finally here with the second part and I will be talking about 5 anime, actually 4 because the last one I don't have too much to say about since I might have to check out something else before I check out the Ghost in the Shell series because I haven't. So that's a problem. Anyways, I will go in depth about that later on. But I will be talking about 5 series now. Just telling you my thoughts about series, tell you what it is about, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. So, the first one I will be talking about is Kyoukai no Rinne. This anime is about a girl called Sakura who can see ghosts and ghouls, although she's been able to see them for a long time now. But she's not really shocked by it and she kind of ignores it as well. One day at school she meets her classmate called Rinne. He turns out to be a shinigami or a god of death while also trying to live a normal life, which is pretty hard to do since he is in fact a shinigami and he has to work a lot. It doesn't pay too well at all and it costs a lot of money, so that's kind of a problem. The guy is very poor. Sakura got interested in him and what he does because she has something that happened to her in the past, which is why she can see these ghosts and ghouls. So she can kind of relate to him and she wants to know more about his job and the other world as well. So this series is a comedy, supernatural, school kind of anime. It also has the romance tag, although we haven't seen any romance at all, but I do think that is going to happen between the main characters since they do have stuff in common. And for this anime I have seen 3 episodes already and it's been pretty fun. This series reminded me a lot of the beginning of Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, and kind of Noragami as well, since, you know, with the whole poor thing, a god or a shinigami without money and being poor. So that gives you the comedy in the series, which I do really enjoy. I like the interactions between the main character and Sakura and how they just get along with like ghosts and ghouls and it's not a problem for them. It just seems something that they see every day. It's just normal to them. So like I said, it kind of reminds me of other anime, but it also has this old school vibe to it and I was already wondering why that is, but apparently this is from the same creator that made Inuyasha. So I've seen a lot about Inuyasha, I know what it is about and all that, and I think that's why it reminded me so much of other stuff as well, and I think it's great. I mean, how the story is going so far, it is a fun story. I can't wait to see more. This is a really light-hearted series and I just can't wait to see more comedy, to be honest. I really like the comedy that is going on, especially with Rinne trying to get money from the other students and all that. He has this cloak that he puts on so people can't see him, but obviously Sakura can see him, so I really like those moments when they are just at school, and I also do like the moments when they go to like the other world to, you know, kind of get to know all of the other characters, because there's a bunch of characters in this series, but you have the grandma of the main character of Rinne, who is really awesome. I like her a lot. She's funny and she looks very young, so she can't take it when people tell her that she's a grandma. So there's going to be a lot of interesting and fun characters, I'm thinking, in this series. And as far as the romance tag goes, I'm kind of wondering how that is going to go since there hasn't been any vibes of romance at all in the series. So yeah, like I said, kind of wondering how that is going to go, but so far it's very enjoyable and I recommend it to anyone who likes a comedy, supernatural kind of series. On to the next series that is called Owari no Seraph. Lately we've been having a lot of anime about humanity versus something else. For example, Titans, Gona, or demons, but this time it is humanity versus vampires. The story begins with a virus that appears to Earth where all the people that are older than 13 years old die and no one knows why, and in the meantime the vampires have taken over and they have the humans that are left in their power. We have our main character called Hyakuya that survived together with his family from his orphanage, and the main character only wants one thing, and that is to kill all of the vampires. So obviously this is a kind of story that we've seen before, humanity versus something else, and the world is kind of in danger, so they kind of have to defeat the vampires. So this first episode from this series was pretty feelsy. It was heartbreaking, but it was beautiful. So I really enjoyed the first episode. I didn't expect too much from the series since it did have the tag vampires, and I'm not too keen on vampires, to be honest, and there's quite a lot of series this season that is about vampires, or at least has the tag vampires. But this one, I don't know, this first episode just kind of hit me because it was very emotional, and it shows you the past kind of the main character and how he is. He is a very strong character, but he has emotions as well, and that's what I like. But you know, that's kind of how it goes in these kind of stories as well. They show you how the past went, how he kind of lost everything, and how he has to move on now and get stronger. So this is this kind of story. So if you do enjoy these kind of stories like you had in Attack on Titan, or that you had in Sidonia no Kishi, if you like those kind of stories, but now with vampires, I think you will enjoy the series as well. Although I do have to admit, the first episode was very emotional. The second and the third one kind of went down a little bit, since it wasn't like boom in your face. That was the first episode. The other ones do kind of give you more development for few of the characters, since there's more and more characters being introduced, and you kind of see how he just goes on with his life and how he wants to get better at what he is doing. So that is kind of the two other episodes, which are interesting, but I do feel that the other episodes have more comedy, which is good for me. I like my comedy. So first episode, don't expect too much comedy, just expect a lot of feels, especially for like the main character and how with his family and all that stuff. But for the other episodes, I think they were fun to watch. I like the other characters that were introduced as well. The main character is still kind of bland to me. I'm not too sure like what to think about him yet. I've been enjoying the series more than I thought I would, and I've heard people kind of complain about it before already, but I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's pretty enjoyable. In fact, there has been a second season announced already for this series, which, you know, is kind of a big deal, and I guess that's a good thing. So I can look forward to that too when this one is done, since it's only 12 or 13 episodes, I think. Also, Sawano Hiroyuki is doing the music for the series, and she's known for like Kill la Kill, Attack on Titan, I think, for a few, I'm not too sure, and also All Noah Zero from last season. I've always loved it when that person is doing the music, so I'm gonna enjoy this as well. I have to be honest, aside for the opening and the ending song, I didn't really recognize the works of this person though, but it's probably because I didn't really know it was her doing that, so now I'm gonna pay some more attention to that. Otherwise, for, you know, music is good, but the animation is good as well. I don't have anything to complain about when it comes to that, and I think it's been beautiful. I like the colors that they use, and yeah, that's kind of it for Owari no Seraph. I don't have too many complaints. I just want some more character development, and I have a feeling it's gonna get exciting pretty soon, especially if people have seen episode 3, the ending of that, you know what I mean. So on to the next one, and the next anime I will be talking about is Plastic Memories. This will be the feel show of this season. It is set in a world where androids look and act exactly like real people, and yes, they actually have emotions. They live with them and take care of them, but they also have an expiration date. That's where the feels will be happening. Our main character, Tsukasa, is someone who works for a corporation that produces and manages the androids. His job is to find the androids that are about to expire and literally take them away from people. So yeah, here come the feels. Out of people, their lives, they just take away their best friends or family who are androids. So yeah, obviously this isn't an easy job. Most people are attached to the androids and they have been living with them for the last few years. Tsukasa is also working with an android to complete the job, and she's not very experienced and she's kind of clumsy as well. So like I said, this will be the feels anime of this season, and I'm liking how it is going so far. I really like the concept of the story of like just androids living with people, and there being a corporation that kind of manages them and all that stuff, and that the main character actually works there, and it's actually like in the first episode you see his first day on the job and all that, so it gets introduced pretty well. I like how the main character is, I like how his co-workers are, and I like how they introduce the whole thing with the androids, how they work, how emotional it is for people to let go of them, and how it works when they take them away. And yeah, I just think it's very interesting. I like these kind of settings where it's kind of set in the future. It is very heartwarming in a way, and I'm kind of expecting this anime to go kind of episodic with people that have to let go of their androids and the main character just doing his job and evolving at it. But I'm also expecting them to have development for the main character and the android he is working with. The female android who he is working with is called Isla. It's written as Isla, but they say Ilya or Illa. I can't say it. It's weird. Anyways, the female android, I'll just say Isla. She is pretty special. She is clumsy, like I said, but we also already had some development in the first few episodes how she is, and you know, she's not one of the best androids that's there, but she can do her job if she has to. The only thing that she has done before is serve her co-workers tea, so she hasn't had much experience on the job, so she's gonna learn with him as well, which is going to be interesting. There's going to be comedy because of that as well. We've already had some comedy because of that, and I've enjoyed that pretty much, you know, a lot. So, and it's very lovely as well. So I can kind of also see the main character Tsukasa falling in love with Isla, or the other way around later on, because I don't know, I just have the feeling that that will happen and that she will have an expiration date soon. And yeah, that's not gonna be fun. That's gonna be a lot of feels. So I kind of can't wait for that, because you know, I'm ready for the feels, and I just thought this would happen anyway, so it's exciting. I really like it. Like I said, it's just a very cute anime and heartwarming, and the comedy is good as well, so I can't recommend it enough. Check out Plastic Memories. Next one I will be talking about is Kekkai Sensen, and the main reason why I wanted to check this one out is because it is from Studio Bones, and I've always watched all of Bones, their anime, so I'm just a big fan of theirs because of Fullmetal Alchemist. So I wanted to check out this one, and this is a pretty interesting and mysterious anime, very special if you ask me. You can kind of compare it with Man in Black, the anime. Kind of. Humans have to live with aliens, and of course that doesn't always work out, so we have these superheroes that can take care of the trouble, but the guy causing the trouble is a villain that we haven't seen too much yet, but it does look interesting. The main character of this story, on the other hand, called Leonardo Watch, gets to be part of this superheroes group, and he has special eyes that can see the future and the past, and probably other things as well. So this one was, you know, like I said, interesting, mysterious, but it's kind of confusing as well. There's a lot going on, but I do like the vibe that I'm getting from it. But for now, I really don't know what to think of it, because we still need a lot of information, and it's yeah, like I said, kind of confusing. I don't know what to think about the main characters as well. There's a lot of characters, so because of that, this anime reminded me of a mix of Hamatora, because of, you know, the superheroes, the superpowers, because I do like the superpowers, how those are going there. They seem pretty original, so I like those. And then I also have a vibe of Durarara and Baccano. Baccano mainly because of the setting, kind of, because it's, you know, America, and we have that whole jazzy sound to it that I like. I like it when they are fighting, that we have this jazz music, just like we had in Baccano. But yeah, I like it a lot. And then kind of Durarara as well with Baccano feeling, because a lot of characters. I remember watching Durarara first, and it was very confusing for me as well. So I think, honestly, this series will be a good watch to marathon and not to watch it weekly. I don't think I will watch it weekly, because I think I will forget a lot of the stuff that they've said, especially for like information that we have to keep in mind for later on. So I think I will watch this one when it's done, or I will watch like 3 episodes at a time. I think that's a good idea. Let me know in the comments what you think about this, because yeah, like I said, I don't really know what to think about this series. Also, this one has the vampire tag, but we haven't seen much vampire-y stuff at all. So yeah, maybe later on that will get in there. They do kind of work with blood, like some of the powers work with blood, but it's not really a vampire like sucking blood or something. It's not like that. But yeah, kind of waiting for development for some characters, and I'm also kind of looking forward to more fights because those have been pretty exciting and the animation has been awesome as well. Same for the sound. I just love that jazzy sound, and it just gives you a good vibe. It kind of makes me happy, the series as well, to watch it. Although I'm sometimes like, what the hell is going on? It's still like, oh, this is cool, I like it. So it's that kind of series. So yeah, that is Kekkai Sensen. Now on to the last one, which is Koukaku Kidoutai, also known as Ghost in the Shell Arise the series. So I was going to watch this one because I was like, I've never seen Ghost in the Shell. I can't be bothered to watch all of the movies because I thought there were so many, but there aren't that many. It's okay. I don't know why I never like research everything, but I was like, this is gonna be a TV series, so I can watch it and it's cool. It's gonna be fun. And then I kind of researched it. I just went to Wikipedia. I was like, yeah, why didn't I do this before? So now I know, like, before Arise we have the standalone complex TV series as well as like the movies before that. So I think I will just watch the movies, and if I do like those a lot, I will watch standalone complex, and then I will watch the Arise series. I do have seen the first episode of this series, and I have to say it was pretty exciting. I really liked it, although I didn't really get what was going on, but afterwards I read what it was about exactly and how the first movie went and all that. So after reading that, I knew that this would be pretty good. I just like how the story is going, kind of, although I've only seen like one episode. And also the CGI in this one is so good. Apparently Ghost in the Shell is kind of known for that, for using CGI very early on, before it was, you know, kind of popular like it is now, and them just using it in the right way. And it's true, they really are using it in the right way. I really liked the first episode, how it looked, the vibe from it. There was even some comedy in there that I really enjoyed, and yeah, it's interesting. So for that, I can't really say too much about the series because, like I said, I need to check out a lot of stuff, which I will do when I have time because I'm watching a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's happening. Also, I kind of want to update you guys, but I am watching this. I'm watching Welcome to the NHK, which has been pretty awesome. I've only seen the first episode though because I was very tired and I fell asleep. Sorry, but anyways, this one is special. It's pretty special. I was I don't know, kind of was like tripping balls like the first episode, but it's really cool. It's about this guy who is a shut-in guy, and it deals with like depression and all that stuff. So it's very interesting so far. Then another update that you know, I'm sorry, Gon, you have to move, but I've been reading Slam Dunk finally. So I just finished the second volume, so you might expect a first impression on the manga series. I will watch the anime later on, but now I just want to read it because it's a lot of fun to read and it's going so fast as well. So yeah, but I'm gonna take a break from reading that now because I do have to read GTO for MangaPod. So that's another news info for you guys. I will be on MangaPod next Tuesday. It's 7:30 Eastern time. I'm not too sure. I will leave the information down below so you can check that out. So that will be exciting. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to read GTO because I've seen the whole series and I've watched some of the drama, which was awesome. I really like GTO, so I can't wait to read the manga because I've never actually read it before, so that's why I chose it, because it's awesome. I love Onizuka, he is such a cool guy, and I can't wait to just talk about it and just comedy, man. I really like the comedy. Anyways, that's it for this video. So let me know in the comments if you think I maybe missed something. Like, I've heard that Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches is pretty good, and then the Euphonia kind of anime is good as well. I'm not watching those, but I might be planning to watch it anyway, since I've only heard like good things about it so far. So even more anime. Can't watch enough, right? If you have any other recommendations, let me know as well, and I hopefully will see you soon with another video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon. Bye.